Hey guys, VideoJames, and this is the How to Use Lapras video. And before people say it down in the comments, I know there's a lot of controversy on this name because I've had controversy over it over the years. No, it is not Lapras, it's Lapras. Big A. Not like capital, but big in sound. But this is going to be a How to Use Lapras, and Lapras is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's somewhere around my top 5 favorite Pokemon, if not top 10, because it's just amazing to me. I've loved Lapras since I saw it. But when we look at Lapras' abilities, we've got Water Absorb, Shell Armor, and Hydration, so all stuff you'd expect on a water type. And then, when we look at its weaknesses, not really liking that, because, again, it is a water and ice type, so we've got the electric and grass, plus fighting and rock. Not exactly too good. I don't like that. The one thing I do like is that in the wild, you can always have a Lapras with a Mystic Water, and my throat just made my voice crack like 2 decibels. And then when you look at a Lapras' stats, you can't not like that HP. 130 base HP, that's going to last. And then decent on the attacks and defenses, and it's got a 60 speed, but you're not really going to need speed with a Lapras. I mean, unless you're literally trying to go for a choice Scarf of Lapras, which nobody expects, and I never use. But then, when we go into Showdown, and we look at my Lapras sets, the first set we have is my favorite. Everyone knows what this is. We have my favorite Lapras, which is the basic Dragon Dance set. And with this one, it's basically just Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Avalanche, and Drill Run. And you give him a Citrus Berry and Shell Armor. And you just Shell Armor, avoid critical hits, set up with the Dragon Dance, Citrus Berry. If you don't die from like a super effective hit, Citrus Berry bring you back a few health. And then next turn just hit with Waterfall and Avalanche and possibly outspeed something. Because with an 85 speed, if you put all the investment into speed like I did, and all the investment into attack with an Adamant Nature, and then you use a Dragon Dance, you're going to be taking down something. Something's going to be going down to a Lapras. And again, Shell Armor is one of the best abilities ever because it just blocks critical hits. It's like, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to sit the frick down and kill this thing. And then the next Lapras set we have is the basic Rain Dance set. And what that is basically just Damp Rock with Hydration and Freeze Dry, Rain Dance, Surf, and Rest. So, set up a Rain Dance, get rid of statuses, and then next turn just rest, heal up, and then hydration, get rid of the sleeping, and then next turn just freeze, dry, and surf. And you put all the investment in the special attack and HP for this one, and then just, I don't know, throw the extra 6 into speed. And this Lapras is good, because if you got Damp Rock, it boosts your hydration by 3 turns, so instead of lasting 5, it'll go 8, so Lapras is like, this rest is going to work. You're not going to put me to sleep because this rest is going to work. Alright. And then the next set we have is basically just like a Dragon Dance set, but with a little bit different of the adjustment. So, when you look at this Lapras set, it's basically, you've got a Curse set, so it's basically a Curse Lapras, where it's got Curse, Avalanche, Waterfall, and Rain Dance. And again, Hydration and Citrus Berry. So, set up the Rain Dance first turn, Hydration, get rid of any statuses that try and get on you first turn, Citrus Berry, heal up some damage, and then next turn just Curse and try and go for an Avalanche or Waterfall turn after. And Lapras is a fairly easy Pokemon to use, because usually when you use a Lapras, it's either all attack, or sit back for a little bit, then attack. Because that's the 2 main ways I use them. When I'm using Pokemon, I don't like ones that just inflict status, unless it's something like Sableye or Shuckle, and it has no takedown investment, rarely ever enough to take out enough Pokemon, in order to get a win condition. So, that's why I like using most Pokemon as either basic attack or half attack, half setup, because it prevents you from having a block to where you can't hit them and they're killing you and then all you have left is setup. So anyway, you get the curse, get, like, attack, or no, you use the Curse first to get your attack and defense up, then the Citrus Berry heals you, then you go for a Rain Dance and Avalanche or Waterfall, and if you don't like Avalanche, Lapras gets Ice Shard, so just give it an Ice Shard. And speaking of Ice Shard, I think that's on the set. Yes, it is. And then this is the basic just wall out with attack set. Lapras with Shell Armor and Assault Vest. And then just give him Ice Shard, Drill Run, Iron Head, and Waterfall. Get the 20% chance to flinch off Iron Head and Waterfall. The first turn advantage of Ice Shard, and then just a Drill Run. Just run up against the Raichu, say no, Drill Run. And then for this one, again, just 252 HP and 252 attack. Oh, I forgot the stats for the last one. The stats for this one are... I knew I was forgetting something when I was making this one. The stats for this one are kind of spread out. And it's 220 in the HP, 100 in the attack, and 188 in the special defense. Because you're trying to up your defenses, so you want to have a bulky special defense, so you don't get hit by a Thunderbolt and then get killed first turn. And that's another reason I don't like Rain Dance on a water type, is because it just gives you basic... what's the word? It basically sets you up for someone to take you out with a Thunder, is basically what it does. Alright. Now for certain, moving on to the next one. Like I said, it's basically just a wall out with attack, so all on HP, all on attack. And at this point, you're going to have a pretty basic special defense from the Assault Vest. And your defense is already good, so unless you're getting hit by a bunch of Volt Tackles or... what's the rock move? Well, basically any rock move is physical, but unless you're getting hit by a bunch of physical moves, this Lapras set isn't going to go down by a lot. So, like I said, Ice Shard get the first turn, and then Iron Head Waterfall, 20% chance to flinch. That's why I like Iron Head and Waterfall, because I don't usually use Waterfall, but Iron Head has that 20% chance to flinch. So it makes it a move that's like, okay, I don't want this Pokemon to make a move, so I'm going to hit it with an Iron Head and hope it flinches. And then the final Lapras that we have is just basic... I don't even know what to call this. It's just basic one-hit KO Lapras. You give him the 220 in the HP, the 100 in the attack, and the 188 in the special defense, and give him a Careful Nature. And it's basically the same as the first one, except this one's got Rain Dance, Rest, Fissure, and Sheer Cold. So now you can see why it's basically a one-hit KO Lapras, because Fissure, Sheer Cold, one hit, you're dead. That's not usually my style, because the one-hit KO moves I don't like because they seem like cheating. But I'll sometimes use them if it's like extremely likely that a Pokemon can benefit without having to use it. But that's basically the Lapras sets, and hopefully you guys like these, because I love Lapras, and it's one of my favorites. So if any of you guys want to use a Lapras, just go ahead and borrow some of these sets, or use them to make your own sets. That's another thing too, is I use these videos as kind of like guidances. I don't use them as like, do this exactly this way. They're more like suggestions on how you can... They're like suggestions on how you can run with wiggle room, to where you can put in different stuff. But anyway, that's my how to use Lapras video, and I'm going to leave this video here. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, slap the like button as always, and I will see you guys later.